The usually bright and cheerful energy surrounding ITV's beloved presenter Ben Shephard was replaced by worry and heartbreak when shocking news broke late last night. Ben had been rushed to hospital after a sudden collapse at home. Fans who had grown used to his infectious smile and calm presence on Good Morning Britain were left in disbelief as the story spread like wildfire across social media. According to close sources, the incident occurred shortly after Ben returned home from a long day of filming. He had reportedly been feeling unwell throughout the week, but brushed it off, believing it was just exhaustion. Annie Shephard, his devoted wife, had urged him to rest, but in typical Ben fashion, he insisted he was fine. Sadly, that determination may have pushed his body to the brink. Around 10 p.m., Annie heard a sudden crash from their living room. When she rushed in, she found Ben unconscious on the floor. Panic set in as she called emergency services, her hands trembling as she tried to wake him. "It was the most terrifying moment of my life," Annie later told a close friend. "One second he was laughing with me about dinner, and the next, he was gone." Within minutes, paramedics arrived and transported Ben to the nearest hospital. Annie followed closely behind, tears streaming down her face, barely able to comprehend what was happening. The journey to the hospital felt endless. Every second that passed without an update felt heavier than the last. As news spread, ITV colleagues and fans flooded social media with messages of love and concern. "Get well soon, Ben. We need that morning smile back," one viewer wrote. "Sending love to Annie. She must be going through so much right now," another posted. At the hospital, Annie was seen pacing the corridor, clutching Ben's wedding ring, something he had taken off before lying down to rest earlier that evening. Witnesses described her as utterly broken, yet trying to remain strong for their family. The couple's two sons reportedly rushed to the hospital shortly after midnight, both visibly shaken, but determined to support their mother. Doctors worked tirelessly through the night to stabilize Ben's condition. Early reports suggested that the collapse may have been caused by extreme exhaustion and dehydration, but further tests were ordered to rule out anything more serious. For a man known for his tireless work ethic, it appeared his body had simply demanded rest in the most alarming way possible. As morning came, a statement from ITV confirmed that Ben was in stable condition and under observation. That message brought a wave of relief, but also reminded everyone just how fragile even the strongest among us can be. Annie later shared a short message through a family representative. "Thank you to everyone who has reached out with messages of love and support. Ben is receiving excellent care, and we are taking things one day at a time. Please keep him in your thoughts." Those words, calm yet deeply emotional, reflected the strength and grace that Annie has always been admired for. Friends close to the family say she hasn't left his bedside, holding his hand as he sleeps, whispering encouragement in his ear. One insider revealed, "She keeps replaying that moment, the sound of him falling, the fear in her chest, but seeing him slowly open his eyes again gave her hope she thought she'd lost." Meanwhile, fans have continued to share heartfelt tributes online. Old clips of Ben laughing on air have resurfaced, each one captioned with messages like, "We miss you, Ben," and "Can't wait to see you back where you belong." The outpouring of love has touched Annie deeply. She reportedly reads the messages aloud to Ben each morning, hoping the words help lift his spirits. As the days pass, doctors remain optimistic. They've advised Ben to take an extended break from television, something the always busy presenter may find difficult but necessary. Annie, on the other hand, has made one thing clear. Nothing matters more than his health. The world can wait. We just need him home. This frightening episode has reminded fans of something Ben himself often said on air. We spend so much time rushing that we forget to breathe. Perhaps now, after this close call, he'll finally take his own advice. For now, the world watches, waits, and prays, hoping to soon see that familiar smile light up the screen again. Annie remains his pillar of strength, refusing to leave his side, holding on to faith that brighter days are ahead. And when Ben Shephard finally walks out of that hospital, hand in hand with the woman who never stopped believing in him, it will be more than just good news for ITV fans. It will be a story of love, resilience, and the unbreakable bond that carried them through the darkest night.